We can still juggle it. We can change chairs as we do the questions. I'm closer to the mic. You didn't look at the bottom?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to see such a crowd out tonight for the first mayor's debate, sponsored by the Grande Rotary Club. I guess finally Grande is connected with the 21st century. And we're doing things similar to other communities. And I think this will really allow yourselves to candidate and get more information on the individual that you'd like to see represent your community as our, I wouldn't call it a figurehead, but as our main ambassador to the community. So thank you very much once again. I think I'll just gotta grab a paper. I forgot. Just going to outline the rules for everybody. Your moderator tonight is myself, Vic Stable, but I've volunteered to do it. So I'm here, and it is a pleasure to really be the first. The rules tonight are very simple. We have 3 mayor's candidates tonight: Terry Corey, Herb Castle, and Lisa Steciuk. Hope I said that right. If I didn't, I beg forgiveness. And the basic rules tonight of the agenda are that each candidate will get 5 minutes to do a speech and an introduction. The debate topics tonight are town budgeting and sustainable financing, how each one of these candidates would manage that subject. How could you improve the finances of the town infrastructure? How would you finance the town infrastructure? How would you support community facilities and programs, and what would be your first priority? How would you create community spirit and feeling of inclusion? I think that was brought up at the doctors' seminar, and doing that is important. How would you develop economic strategies that would encourage local business development? How would you establish a council that is a working team? Well, each candidate has 3 minutes to answer those, or to do those subject topics. There will be 2 minutes to rebut from the other 2 candidates. Then there'll be 1 minute for the individual speaker to come back and talk about those individuals' questions. So I guess that's the basic ground rules. At the end of the session, we will have 30 minutes of question and answer, which we'll have a mic in the middle of the floor. It'll be this one. And people can stand up and ask their questions directly to the candidates of their choice. And the other things that we must ask is that you respect your candidates and each other. So respect is a huge thing, so we want everyone to look at that and make sure that when they do ask questions, it's respectful. And if it's not, then that's my job to stand up and say, I didn't bring a stick, so just stay out of order, and we'll move on. So respect, no profanity, and keep your subjects, aimed at, managing a community and a town. Thank you very much, and what we'll do is start with Mr. Corey on this side, and we'll go down from this side, and that's arbitrary. There was no, they can stand here and speak if you like, or you can do it from the table.
It works. I'll sit if that's okay with everybody. And welcome to everyone, truly dedicated souls, all of you, to come out on a I don't know if it's a hockey night or not, but at least you're out here anyway.
It's 2-2 at the end of 2.
Right on. For who?
Pittsburgh's playing Edmonton.
Yeah, good. So tonight you'll hear a large variety of topics, and I'm sure that some of you have excellent input on those topics. And I will make this really short because I really want to get to the debate part of this. That's the exciting part of the evening. So by now you probably know how long I've been in the community and my past history, my family, etc. So I'm not going to bore you with that. My name is Terry Corey, and I want to be your next mayor. Tonight you'll hear promises that might perplex and confound you. And I will only promise that I will work diligently with your council to make Grande Cache a happening community again. Can we do it? You bet we can. So jump on board and let's make the next 4 years, and maybe the next 4 years, exciting, productive, something we could be proud of. I want our grandchildren, our children, our seniors, and above all, us as doers, to be proud of where we live, work, play, and retire. I want people in this community to be and stay informed so they can brag about our new half pipe on the ski hill, our seniors bus, a new business opening up, or the new off-leash dog park, pet park, sorry, cats can go there too. I want people to be able to go to the bank or a mortgage company and not be shunned but be welcome. I want a lot of things, but I want them for you, yours, and my loved ones. Tonight you will hear, I don't know all the answers, but you won't hear that from me. If that sounds a little arrogant, it was meant to be. Why? Because I believe I do have the answers. Why, you ask again? Because I have you. You're the people that collectively have the answers. You're the ones that will elect one of us, and if elected, I intend to use all my constituents as a resource. That's why my council, and don't believe there will be 7 of us altogether, will be using you as a resource. So if elected, be forewarned, I intend to keep everyone engaged. As a community, we will know the answers that are best for Grande Cache. Some we may not like, but above all, the interest and future of the community as a whole is at stake. And if we don't know the answer, it's our duty to consult those that do. Thanks for listening, and please keep an open mind and start thinking about how you can interact with your government. By that I mean the municipality of Grande Cache. And now I look forward to some interesting debate. Thanks.
Thank you. Oops. Get a little closer here. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight, and thank you to the...
Still closer.
Closer?
Yeah.
Is that better? Okay. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out here tonight, and thank you to the Rotary Club and the Legion for hosting this. Again, my name is Herb Castle. My wife and I have lived here for 7 years, and I'm not going to go into the details of the past 7 years, except that I was 3 years on council to date. This forum it represents another important crossroads in the community. Voters must evaluate the candidates and make the important decisions of choosing a mayor and council that represents the values as well as the overall well-being of the community. I've chaired the finance. During my term as councillor, my campaign was based on fiscal and ethical accountability as well as transparent governance with open communication to the taxpayers of this community. As many of you here tonight have always made myself available to listen and discuss your concerns. I have taken your concerns forward to council, and I have also provided advice in order to assist you in having your concerns heard. Together we have discussed and resolved many issues, and yes, some I regret remain unresolved. I'm running as your mayor because I feel Grande Cache is a great place to live, raise a family, and because it is our home. I have served the last 3 years as your councillor, and I've met and continue to meet many fine people of this community. During this time, I've invested a great deal of time, personal time, and effort and commitment on your behalf. Like you, I have become invested in every way in this community. I've chaired the Finance Committee, the Transportation Committee, and currently sit on the local library board. My commitment and obligation to all of you has made me a huge shareholder in this community. I would like to see all citizens echo the same pride and ownership that I feel. There are a number of outstanding issues that I would like to see completed in order that we can all realize the dividends. Some accomplishments that I have been associated with are closely working with the Minibus Society, where we solicited donations and 2 provincial grants to purchase and operate the much-needed bus for this community. This bus was delivered to this community on September 27th and will operate, it will be operational for out-of-town medical appointments for seniors and other non-drivers who require this transportation. I have listened and I want to continue to be your voice and respect to the mayor and council and the needs and decisions. My priorities as your mayor are fiscal stability through smart fiscal management, improving the needed infrastructure, water, sewer, roads, and landfill, and most of all, securing doctors, accessible health care, and that is badly needed at this time. A good leader is what it will take to build a strong council team that will serve the interests of the residents and the business stakeholders of this community. I would like to see continued growth and positive relationships with all levels of government to secure funding for our infrastructure requirements. Most of all, I would like to hear from you as to what your wants and needs are to continue to make this community vibrant and strong. Ladies and gentlemen, if I elect me as your mayor, I'll be available to listen to your concerns and be your voice as I have done during my term as councillor. I will use my skills and abilities to establish a progressive council team that will stabilize and move the town forward into the future. I want to see business in the community become successful and attract new families to Grand Cache. My agenda is a true desire to see the town prosper and grow, one that continues to see families and individuals proud to call